So here we go, part 2 of the Meet Virginia lesson. I think the thing that attracted me to the song most initially was, you know, that guitar part that's right at the beginning. I just love how it sounds. So that's what we're going to go over in this lesson. I'm using a thumb pick, but any old pick will do. The key is you got to be able to palm mute while you're doing this. So as long as you feel comfortable palm muting and picking some stuff, we're going to go right into it. So you got to find a position where you can kind of like... See if you can just drag the pick up and down the strings slowly. And just get a good, clean, muted tone. Once you got that with a thumb pick, finger pick, flat pick, whatever, it doesn't matter. All right, so here we go. So we're using kind of like miniature positions of the chords. You don't need to finger like the whole C, D, G, it's too much. So you're gonna, for this first G chord, you're gonna kind of use 2 fingers, like your middle and your pointer finger on the 3rd and 2nd frets down here, but you're gonna have your ring finger in there to kind of sidebar to head towards your C chord. So the first thing you do is you hit the low E string, you kind of do E and then open D and open G. And usually I do that kind of coming back with an upstroke because I'm gonna be jumping down to hit the G string again, so I go up, down, 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 up, down. And usually when I let that top string be open, it doesn't have the mute on it because it just pops a little more. A lot of times I'll mute it with my left hand to kind of make it shorter, but I let it just be wide for a second. So see if you can just get that fragment. The next fragment, so you kind of do like almost like a 4-stroke pattern. You go the low E string, the open D string, and then the A string and the D string. But you got your ring finger now on the 3rd fret of the A string. So it's fingering a C, so it kind of like wobbles between this. It's a funny little thing he does to the G chord there, but he basically goes. Excuse me. That's what it is. So do it with me a couple times. 3 and 4 and 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, 4. There we go. 6, 4, 5, 4. 6, 4, 5, 4. Down, up, down, up. Just alternate picking this part. So you put those 2 things together, you get down, down, and down, down, up, down, up, down, up, and 6. See if you can get those picking strokes to work at any tempo, because it seems a little tricky at first if you haven't done this, but this loop is actually fairly short and it's the same the whole song. So once you get it, it's worth it. So once you get that much, you're gonna do like a C with a walk. I forgot. Walk down to the next part. In the original groove, he doesn't do any kind of walk down. The bass does it. It sounds like the guitar is doing it, but the bass is doing it. So the guitar just kind of goes up and down. So now you got like, it's almost the same as what you had before with the G, but now you just got it with the C. So you got the 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, and open G string. And you kind of basically just go up and down. You go A string, D string, G string, and then back down, D string, A string, and hit the open G at the end. So it's like up, down, top. Up, down, top. Again, up, down, top. And up, down, top. Again, I'll loop it this time. So you see when I'm going down, I'm kind of economy picking. I'm kind of going down strokes, up strokes, and then you can either kind of sweep around or do an upstroke and then switch. Either way, usually I'm going to go down, down, up, down, up, to kind of always be going towards my next thing. So let's see if we can put that together with the first part. 3 and 4 and. And down, down, up. One more time. And then one more time. And there you go. So the D and the A minor chord here at the end, they're a little funny, not quite what you would expect. And standalone, they don't really work, but when you're playing with a band, the bass player's got the main notes covered, so it works out. So you do the same pattern that you did over the C with the A minor chord. So you go down, down, up. Yep, just like that. Same as the C chord. So it's down, down, up, down, up, and then you kind of hit this. Oh, man, I made a slight mistake. So on the A minor, there's one stroke that's different. Instead of kind of hitting the A string and then kind of popping up to the G string, you're going to go through the D string again to hit the second fret of the G string when the downbeat of the D happens. Because the guitar is going to be hitting an A, but the bass is going to be hitting a D, so you're going to get this, and people are going to be like, oh, it's the D chord now. So it's like down, down, up, down, and then it lands here, but you release, so you have the open D right after that. That's what's coming up. So if we go down, down, up, down, down. One more time. I think I said that wrong. It's down, down, up, down, down, down. So you got those 3 downstrokes in a row, and then that's where the D starts, right when you hit that second fret of the D string. So if I loop that a couple times. And let that open D open. One more time. Down, down, up, down, down, down. And down, down, up, down, down, down. Let the open D open. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, down, up, down, down, down. At least that. Down, down, up, down, down, up. Here we go. Let's see if we can put that together with everything up to that point. 3 and 4 and. And just snap that D string open right at the end there. Make sure you catch that. Again, 3 and 4 and. Snap that D string open. One more time, and then I'll show you how the last beat goes. So down, down, up. Okay, so if you got that much up to there, the D chord, you go, obviously you've hit this with a downstroke. You're just kind of roll between the D string and the G string. So you're kind of just like doing like sort of outside, inside picking around those two. And you kind of hit down, down, up, down, up, down, up. But of course you're going to be picking the open G string, even over the D chord. It's a little funny, but with the bass covering the F sharp, it colors it really nicely. So you're going to go essentially down, down, up. You just get that part. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. And then the last beat, it's just down, up for D string, G string, D string, G string. And they're just open. So basically it's going. That's all it is for that last part. So if you put those two little fragments together over the D chord, it looks like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. One more time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Here we go again. I'll loop it this time. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So if you can get that little fragment together in your memory with all the stuff before, if you need to go patch other parts up, now's a really good time to do it. But right now I'm going to demonstrate everything there up to now. If you need to weave different segments of this together to get them in your brain, do that. But here we go. I'm going to do a slow playthrough of the whole groove. Here we go. 3 and 4 and. One last time. So at that point, it's really just about trying to work to speed it up and get the articulation and the muting the way you want it, so it just sounds real tight and real groovy and stuff. But when you put that together with a bass and a drummer, man, it sounds nice. It's real fresh. So look forward to you guys getting that part of it down, showing me what you're up to. One other thing I want to tack onto this part. You know, playing kind of the chords down here in the open position for the choruses, I mean, you can do it, but it doesn't really have much width to it. It sounds very kind of normal. So very slight variation you can add that gives it a little bit more energy is, instead of doing E minor down here, you do it up here on the 7th fret. It's a fairly standard E minor to do. If you do the pointer finger on the 7th fret of the A string, ring finger on the 9th fret of the D string, pinky on the 9th fret of the G string, and then the middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string, and you can leave the 2 outer E strings open, just brush the whole thing. That's a nice wide. Or you can bar it and have this high BB up here through the bar. But a lot of times I like to leave the low E string open when I do that, so it's just big and fat. It's just and this is nice, but it sounds kind of muddy compared to this. This just has more body to it. So usually when I play with that chord, I'll do this E minor up here, where she wants. So I get the C down here. I'll kind of just slide this D up, take the C shape and just slide it up like that, so you get this kind of colorful, sort of, you know, the alternative D shape right there, and then just slide back up to this. If you really want to, you can also like do the C like that, sort of with the A bar position, and then back up to that. That's a little smoother fingering. I like the sound of this one a little better. You do the C open, you just let it slide and let those open strings ring. I really wanna be the queen. It's just a little more colorful way to play it. So that's a nice variation I like to do when I'm just playing it with me and an acoustic guitar, just with a couple of people. Next lesson, I'm going to show you some kind of adaptations I did to kind of put this together with the bass part so that you can do a little bit of a better solo rendition of it. And it'll show you some cool things about arranging things for a solo acoustic guitar. So yeah, show you what's going on to that. And if you get into the next lesson, thanks for watching with us this far. And yeah, happy guitar playing.